shy. They're not usually that shy.
Yeah, so much. All of further ado, I'd like to invite our mayor to give an update and share his thoughts.
Okay. Official. She was one of those individuals that was an example of someone that really cared and loved for this. Before I was your mayor, I was your state senator. And that was during the pandemic and during the downturn of the pandemic, and things were $50 million. And at that time, I served as ranking minority member on partially from the 10 million and the other 10 million from the other sources, from the city, 10 million from the Dean and Barbara White Foundation. It means a lot of things that's going to come to fruition. What's been happening in the last year, and we've been trying to focus on trying to provide the best quality service as possible. And that has taken some challenges and it's taken some time because we had to come in and create some new systems and new structure to do just that. One of the things that we work very closely with the council, I see our Councilwoman Linda Barnes-Caldwell here, I see our clerk Mike Brown here, I see Senator Mark Spencer is here as well. We worked very closely with the council last year to pass $3.4 million in American Rescue Plan funding for the streetlight program. Many of you may see, phase 1 has already begun. Broadway, Grant Street, Ridge Road, 4th and 5th Avenue will be completed with all new streetlights. Then we're moving into the neighborhoods. So by the end of this year, the entire city of Gary will have new energy efficient streetlights, LED, to address the whole public safety issue. Another effort that we're underway right now is how do we better utilize our federal funding, community and neighborhoods, as we partner with the state and the county. I want to thank Commissioner Kyle Allen. He's been extremely helpful with funding as well. So with that being said, this project is exciting. This is going to be that anchor for this neighborhood, which is going to be a draw for more folks that want to live in Gary. As we do everything that we can as an administration to further stabilize this neighborhood and other neighborhoods. But around this project, we're extremely excited to be a partner, and we can't do it alone. To have these different organizations and entities come together, the funders come together, the city, the state, philanthropic with the Dean and Barbara White Foundation. That's a lot. Over $30 million are going to be right here in this site that we're sitting today. So without further ado, I'm going to ask the CEO of Crossroads YMCA, Mr. Jay Buckmaster, if he can share with us and give us more of what's going on and more updates. So let's give him a Gary welcome, Mr. Jay Buckmaster.
Thanks, Mayor. Again, Jay Buckmaster, President and CEO of the Crossroads Y. Mary, this started a couple years ago.
Yes.
Right? Remember?
Yes.
You and I touring some Ys, and that was really the start of this, is looking at the city of Gary and saying, what do we need to do specifically in this area to be able to help Gary thrive, right? Help the Tolleston area thrive. And so that's when the vision started a couple of years ago as we talked through this. And it was really trying to be able to make sure that we had places for kids to be able to learn, grow, and thrive, for a need for safe spaces, for health and wellness programs, job training, and just that community hub, right? That big living room where people can come in, can gather, and really create those relationships. And so that started a couple of years ago. It was really a community vision, and so we had many community engagement sessions.
Yes.
We had sessions at the hospital, Methodist Hospital. We went to high schools around the area and really started to form this vision. And then this is going to be more than just a facility. This is a long-term investment in the city of Gary, where people, and will strengthen this community. And so that's what I think we're really excited about. This is a unique project. Normally, and the mayor said it, you have maybe one funding source, maybe two. This one has had multiple, and so there are a lot of people that are really excited about this project. The Dean and Barbara White Foundation, that was a big, committed big to this, and so that was good. The state of Indiana through Ready Funds, and then the city of Gary that said we're in this. Those were three big partners that we have. And so to be able to make this facility, right, around health and wellness and be able to do those types of classes and programs and infant to critical pieces around health screenings, health workshops, medical resources, all this. So again, heightening the experiences around before and after school, around working with kids, and teens or classes that they have there. It will also have two pools, so it'll have up to water exercise classes, to recreational spaces for kids and families, and then the basic things: gymnasiums, like I said before, kids zone, kids clubs. We'll have a kitchen that we have that will circle on the second floor, that will go and really look to the outside around the floor, right? So we do have some partners here. So the people that are really making this possible as we're looking months to get this going. So we are at the point now where in the next 2 weeks, right, job construction. And so the end of March, the demolition of the east building, April, around at the end of April when most of those buildings are down, and then you'll see foundations starting to pour in May. You'll see each square.
the mere fact that it'd take at least $12 million to fix this eyesore of a park here, and the money
understands that once this project is completed, we have a responsibility as a community to support it, just like any small business that comes up. We have a responsibility to support it. I also want to acknowledge our Lake County Councilor, Ron Brewer, who is running council, to help pass the $10 million to fund this project. So I want to thank him for his support in being here today. So,
first of all, just give an honor to God and a blessing. It's a beautiful thing in Gary, Indiana, to see all the residents here today in Tolleston, seeing all our people here, the contractors, seeing the city, and something positive for Gary and for the young people. I'm 1,000% behind this project and where the community is. I have to tell you, it just takes a little bit. And when we look at this community, we're ready to make Gary greater. And we need positivity. Every place I go in the meetings, somebody stands up and is negative about Gary. You got to feel good about yourself. You got to believe that you can do it. So where I'm at today is nothing's gonna stop this project. I can tell you, I heard about the little $10 million. All of us pay utility bills. I know NIPSCO gonna step in. I know Hard Rock gonna step in. I know these companies, Amazon, Walmart, Target, whoever's out there, help Gary. I want everybody to be behind this project. I want more. I just signed a petition the other day for a convention center. We got to make things happen here. I don't want to hear no more negativity. You got to leave Gary. If you got to leave, I'm here. I came here from New Jersey. My father-in-law lives, in this area, right across from the project. I mean, there's nothing going to stop this to see this positivity. Our kids will see this. Education's important. Economic development's important. More jobs, skilled trades for our individuals, and even military practice. Kids learn how to young. When I was young in the neighborhood, I learned it from my neighborhood community center. They called it in Kokomo, where I used to be from, Carver Community. And that's where I learned everything. So, I mean, and we're talking about health and elderly, getting them pools and take care of my knees are bad, but I'm closer to 100 and 0. Okay? But we got the back Eddie Milton, we got the back Miss Brown, and I'm not letting it stop. I'm gonna be in a fight with somebody. I mean, but we ain't gonna fight. But you know, we always gonna love each other. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Good morning. My name is David Bob. I'm a precinct committeeman in the 3rd. I'm a captain in the 3rd under the leadership of Councilwoman Mary Brown. I'm for this project. I think the plans that have been presented to us, the convention center, the project here, these are steps that Gary must take, and I'm for it. But I respect those that are against it. I respect your opinion, but I just think that the majority will rule, and we will get this project going immediately. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm attorney Tracy Coleman, and I'm a resident of Gary, and I live in the 3rd District. And so I heard the comment about it being unique. And actually, if we look at the YMCA in Crown Point, it's connected to their high school. If we look at the YMCA Boys Club model in Maryville, it's close to the high school. So basically now we have a different model that's gonna have to be sustained. And when I attended the council meeting on August 2nd, 2022, the numbers that I heard was that we would need about 2,000 memberships per month to make sure it's sustainable. And in addition to that, an additional $12 million is needed to fix the park around it. So what I would like is an honest conversation with Methodist, with YMCA, with Boys and Girls Club. In order for this community to support it, we have to support it with money. Whether it's the $30 million of tax dollars, whether it's 2,000 memberships per month at about 60,000, if those numbers are not reached, then basically we're dealing with something that eventually will collapse. And we know with the Boys and Girls Club, it was a financial concern with how could it be sustainable. So what I would like to hear from Howard and Sons, Methodist, YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, I love feeling positive. I love the camaraderie. Gary is a great city. I love everybody. But so many times our community has been burned because people come in here wanting us to feel good. And we have that feel-good moment. And all of you may not live here, so then you get to go on the expressway, 894, I-65, and then we're here feeling good, and then 4 years later we learn, hey, you all didn't get up to 10,000 memberships per month, so it's your fault that this didn't come. Oh, you only gave us 30 million, you knew we needed 40 million, nobody gave us the 40 million for the Boys and Girls Club, nobody gave us the $12 million, it's your fault. And I'm really concerned for me to go to a council meeting in August of 2022, where we knew that the total cost is not 30 million, but it's a lot higher. And then now we're still talking about fundraising. I would have thought between 2022 and 2025, that deficit would have already been raised instead of coming here and now hearing, oh, we're working on 10 million. Well, why wasn't that done in the first place? So all I'm asking, I've attended meetings before, please give us the honest numbers so our community knows if it's sustainable, how do we sustain it? And then also I would like to hear, why wasn't the model that's used in Crown Point, Maryville, where you have West Side, you have a huge campus, why wasn't that done for Gary? Thank you for your time. Excuse me.
Hi, I'd like to basically,
Well, we don't let her go ahead.
I'd like to basically say I appreciate the effort that you're trying to express to us of what you want to do. My main concern here is some of what the young lady just said. You're trying to put in something that into a city that has no money already. We can't even pay funds of $30 million you got and bring in something that will incorporate jobs that like this that would be beneficial. Bring in something to expand the Boys and Girls Club and even put in more colleges that will bring in more young nation, which is what has happened over and over to the city.
You stay right there. Let me address that. I don't know if anyone wants to answer the last question. You're in a real financial position as a city right now. Well, we're paying our PIPSCO bills. I'll say that PIPSCO bills, so I want to make sure that that's clear. Again, we live in a democracy. In a democracy, everybody has an opportunity to share their thoughts and how they feel about issues. So I'm not going to complain about that. But new development is going to bring down the community in terms of neighborhoods are trying to attract people to
all those are components in this. Today, it's not 2,000 components in this. Today, it's not 2010. That Y had 2,000 members, and now it has 30,000 members, and they're paying. We do go into communities knowing that, or researching it, what needs are. I think secondly, we just got recognized by the Chamber of Commerce in Hammond for the Economic Development Award for Hammond. We brought in jobs, bringing people in who want to move there because it has, as Mayor said, the amenities that drives traffic and that type of movement to a community values and does those types of things. And so we feel pretty confident that, of course, we've done our homework to be able to sustain this.
My name is Dwight. I'm a new business owner here in Gary, and right now my office is on US 30. I would like for it to be right here. This is a challenge. I would like to know how my business can fit in bettering Gary. My 501c3 is going to start with high school youth to get them more involved in what life is about, more involved in economics, science, things of this nature. This is what I would like to see, and if this project is going to do that, I'd like to become a part of this project. This is my home, and everything that happens, including things like this project, there's other projects going on also. It's a challenge. And so what do? I take the good out of whatever else is left. It's just left there. I use the good to do more good. And there's good in everything. There's some bad in everything. What do? We hold on to that good thing. And we do our best to enhance it, to grow it, to nurture it, and have it to outshine the other areas that are dark or lower in area. And that's what I'd like to know. What can I, or who do I contact to help, not just my business, but the youth, Gary, and because I can remember days we didn't go past 80, 94. We didn't know what Miller was, Glen Park. We didn't go past Colfax. This up in here, where Gary is, and right here where we are, this is Gary to me. And I would like to know what I can do to help make sure that this thing comes back up like it's supposed to be. We should be able to go to the movies on Broadway, Tom Lester's, and all of these places where we bought our clothes and stuff. This is where I was born and raised. I would like to have it back where we can take pride in this city. where we can take pride in ourselves and to keep on going just the way it is. I mean, I'm not the way that it is right now, but I'm talking about the enthusiasm, the camaraderie, the, hey, let's get in with this, just like we're all here right now. We're here for a purpose. Everybody here came for something. So let's find out what we're here for and move in the same direction. That's what I would like to do, know how I could fit in.
Good morning, my name is Denise B. Crowther. I came to the Tolleston area as a teenager, and now I'm here as a seasoned woman. I'm excited about the YMCA, but my question is a little different. Everyone has concerns and they have been addressed, so there's no need for me to say that. My concern is when you incorporate the fitness program for the swimming, that we have the same amenities that Hammond, that Crown Point, all of them have, such as the water aerobics, such as the drum beating sessions. I just want to be sure that we're not being left behind in terms of everything that all the other YMCAs have. And that way, not only will Gary prosper, the ones outside of Gary will come into our community because they will see where it's close and we will have, it will be able to flourish. I'm excited, it's right around the corner from my house, so when I hear the wrecking balls, I'll know exactly what it is. Thank you so much.
I will just quickly address, I mean, all of our locations have uniquenesses, but some of them have a lot of standards around group exercise, water exercise. I think you're referring to, ma'am, cardio drumming, I think is that class. And that's very popular in Hammond, but we don't see it in other branches as much. And so I think we're gonna adapt to those, those needs as each community, as those needs arise.
Okay, I think this concludes our question and answer section. Seems like there's no more questions, so thank you, everyone. I'd like to thank Ms. Buckmaster. Yes, sir. We have time for probably 2 more questions.
Good morning. My name is Claude Powers, and I thought I'd better stand up because my name was brought up. But Powers and Sons has been in this community for 58 years. I started work over there 58 years ago. I've seen the ups, I've seen the downs. I have come back to Gary, Indiana, 1980, because I wanted to improve the area. I love Gary, always have. We've never left that spot because of our commitment to this community, to this neighborhood. I've served on the Boys and Girls Club for almost 40 years, twice as president. We're blessed to have Mr. Brewer with us on the board. I think I recruited him. I voted to bring the Boys and Girls Club at the Tolleston branch from 5th Avenue, where the neighborhoods were dying and the kids were having to all be bussed in. I did not want to see that building become another blight in the city. We've done that. Was it perfect? Did we get everything we wanted? I'll be first to tell you, I wanted a swimming pool, we didn't get it. But now we have the opportunity to get it. I've served on the Chamber of Commerce, been vice president. I have focused my time on making sure our community is improved. One thing I could not follow is stagnation. If we look at this thing in a negative manner, what's gonna happen? We're gonna continue to decline. Nobody wants to be in stagnation. I can only see moving forward. How does it happen? We have to make it happen, we have to support it. But I know one thing, this is a step in the right direction. Who wants to go into a community that's going down, that's not improving? I'm very grateful to be a part of this. I'm so excited because I stayed here because I wanted to help build this community back. I support the mayor, I support our Councilwoman, the 3rd District, and I think let us think positively on how we can make it work. And like this young man said, we need more people to say, how can I help? How can I help? And one last thing to say. I was on the chamber when we had a developer come who was going to bring in a high-end development in Miller. The community, some members of the community shouted it down because they said, if we get these high-end homes there, then my taxes will go up because they're gonna understand how taxes go up. Never happened. Tried to get development in Midtown, redevelopment where I grew up, Means Manor. Didn't happen the way we wanted it to happen. Let us make this happen. Let us commit to support it. Let's commit to making the best it can be for our kids so we can bring people back into the community. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Brunel Sampson. And you know, I look at something. I try to keep my little corner clean and everything, and I talk to these young men. I worked in the Gary school system for a while. I was in the industrial arts as my field. And I try to talk to these young men. Go into a trade so they don't want to do anything. I don't mean Reverend Mike here, I'm sure he'd agree with us. We need to train our young men, and it starts at home. You got to encourage them to go to school and do something. What are you going to, I hope I'm wrong, but I believe sometimes some of these people are people who in the community are demonstrating. I believe they get paid to demonstrate, don't bring this project. I'll try to be brief. Look at Edison over there. They fought that. They didn't want that. They said, we don't want no truck out there. I think they'd rather look at what they got over there now and what was there before. So we need to think positive. If we keep bringing it down, yes, if we let our young men go to school, take a trade here, well, a contractor come in, if he get ready to start the project, he can't wait till you train somebody to do the work. So now, he said, if the contractor comes in and says, I need an electrician, I got it, if you don't hire, well, hey, wait a minute, you don't say this now, what's this? I got it, if you don't hire, well, hey, wait a minute, you don't say this now, what's this? I was on top of the house a few years ago, paid an event. Kids on top of the house a few years ago, paid an event.
I'm excited. I'm looking for it to happen. I'm gonna be listening for the battle rams or whatever to tear down the sound.
My name is Duke Tanner. I went to Tolleston, and actually today I'm just thankful to be here to share something with you guys that maybe this community, and you guys can pass it on to the other communities and other people that's from the city of Gary. At one point in time, I was a part of tearing down this community. I got in trouble, and I had a sentence to a double life sentence in federal prison. By the grace of God, I was able to, it was my first arrest for a nonviolent crime, but I was able to come home by the grace of God. And since I've been home, my journey has been to help build communities and help give back to the community and show real impact. And a lot of people, you got your right to have your opinion. It's your neighborhood. Continue to be positive. Support y'all mayor, support y'all city staff,